It's week 9 of the National Football League. And coming up, we'll see Malik Neighbors. He's going to be a busy man in the passing game. It's the Jets and the Chiefs, and it's coming up next on Madden Football.
Thank you to Trey Mosley for the introduction. We are indeed excited to welcome you to another edition of the NFL. Thanks for having us in. Mike Tirico, Greg Olsen. Greg, it's that time of the year. A little bit more urgency. The calendar page turns to November. We kind of know who the good teams are. The midpoint of the NFL season, always a great time to take a step back and look ahead to what's down the road for us.
Yeah, no doubt. And I always felt, even as a player, that you never really knew how good you were as a team or how good everyone else around the league was until you kind of got to this point in the year. November, December football. That's really where teams separate themselves from the pack, and that's where playoff pictures start to unravel. That's where there's a little bit more clarity between the haves and the have-nots. And this is when NFL football gets fun. Holidays are coming. Playoff pictures are unfolding. Is a blast.
He'll get that to Javonte Williams. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6. Out of the shotgun, Young. Outright Smith and Jigba has it. And it'll be a short pickup that's not enough for the first down. Trying to avoid the early 3 and out, they face 3rd and a yard. They'll try to run for it with Williams. Good work on the ground. He's got it. First down. Up at about the 42.
Really just the same approach that an offense would take on a quarterback sneak, Mike. You don't necessarily have to spring them for a huge gain. Can you buy just enough space up front to pick up 1 yard? That's exactly what they did. Pick up the first down.
Now he'll run it.
You can see here, Mike, the impact that sending your receivers deep does to the defense. You add so many layers, and the defense has to get so much depth in their pass coverage. It leaves a lot of room underneath, and that's exactly what the quarterback takes advantage. Tucks the ball down, turns into a runner, picks up the first down.
And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. So they come to the line for first down and 10. On play action, Young. Oh, in trouble. Down he goes. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. A give, and here comes Williams. Powerful running there, stiff-arming his way for a gain of 6. Play 8 of the opening drive coming up, and now they face 3rd down. From the gun, it's Young. Off-balance throw, it's complete. And he'll gain some yardage here, but that is not nearly enough for the first down. It's going to bring up 4th down. McLaughlin's kick is good. And the Chiefs are out to an early 3-0 lead.
A lot of times as an offensive player, you come off the field, you're not thrilled to end a drive like this with a field goal. But I think in this case, you can label it a success. You were able to operate your offense. You were able to quiet this crowd just a little bit and come away with an early lead.
So the Jets offense ready to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by the young man in his 2nd season in the NFL.
One thing that was pretty evident when we had a chance to talk to him, Mike, is this guy, he just wasn't satisfied with his individual performance. They came away with the win, and that was great. But one area that seems to continue to hold him back is that he's predetermining where he goes with the ball. Not only did it lead to the 2 interceptions, but it leads to some missed opportunities as the play unfolds. He could have had more touchdown output if he would have just gotten off that first read and found the open man. He got away with it last week. He doesn't want to make a habit of trying to get away with it every week. He needs to clean that up, especially if he wants to come away with a win here today.
He'll go again with Hall. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line.
That's good for a Jets.
Putting the tight end in motion. He'll drop to throw. That's to the running back, Breece Hall. And they'll take this down inside the 35. On the give, it's Hall. And they're going to get him down this time. Not as easy as the last carry. This time they drop him behind the line of scrimmage. Second down. Throw, right side, taken in by Neighbors. Out of bounds, but in business. They mark him down near the 2. This opening drive, it has been a work of art. Now, can they put the finishing touches on? It's first and goal. They send him right out of the slot. They'll run. It's Hall. Trying to push the pile forward. He didn't even get to the 1-yard line. They stop him short. No gain. They'll try it again from the 2. Second and goal. Now they'll set up to throw. They'll set up the screen to Hall. And he's into the end zone. Breece Hall. Touchdown, Jets. Touchdown number 15 for him on the season. Aubrey, good with the extra point. And the Jets move out to a 7-3 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. The Chiefs offense ready now for their second drive. Off the play fake. Here's Young. Left side in the hands of London. About 15 yards to kick off the drive. It's a first down.
These crossing concepts are frequently used, Mike, throughout the entire game, all across the league. And what it does is it creates a lot of natural rubs. You run out the backside of the defense and rely heavily on the yards after the catch.
I fumbled the football. And this is taken in by the defense. And there it is. The defense comes up with the big play, forcing the fumble as they get their offense right back on the field. Coming up, Greg, with a big turnover.
Taking the ball away, Mike, has really become an art form in the NFL. Some teams are good at it, some teams not so much. But in this case, great job by the defense taking that one away.
They pick up 17 through the air. Good for a Jets first down.
When you're running a crossing route versus man coverage, you understand that there's going to be nobody waiting for you on the far side of the field. So if you can create separation on your man defender and separate away, there's a lot of green grass, and that's where the quarterback went with the ball.
In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. And the rush too strong. They're in there in a flash for the sack.
A 9-yard loss. It's now second and 19 at the 22-yard line.
Go! They'll look to throw. And that ball led him too far, maybe too wide. Out of bounds, incomplete. Third and long.
It's now third and 19.
On the bootleg, he'll look to throw. And on third down, that ball incomplete.
This pass rush is continuing to make their presence felt here in the early going. And for this quarterback, he's lucky to at least get rid of that ball because they were on the verge of recording their second sack, and we're still here in the first quarter. Anytime you find yourself kicking in these elements, Mike, you just can't take anything for granted, especially when it comes to your plant foot. Your balance, your control, your footing. It's so important, and give credit. He does a great job here, able to put that one through.
And this one is fielded in the end zone, will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. Here's 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run by Williams. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. So after one, they'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Here's a handoff to Williams. And he's fighting to try to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not do it. This is going to be a loss of a yard.
Where a defender makes his tackles tells you a lot about his abilities. And for an interior defensive lineman, Mike, to make plays on the outside of the formation just speaks to his speed, his effort, his ability to run down the line. And we saw it here, and he takes the back down for a loss.
And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. They run over center with Williams. And the defense all over this one. They knock him down. It'll go down as a loss of 2. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. In motion, it's Jefferson. A 2nd down throw for Young. The open man is Smith and Jigba.
Seemed like the receiver, Mike, ran through like 5 different open zones, but once he found the one that he liked, where the quarterback was expecting him, you see him do a nice job throttling down, secures the catch, and he's able to pick up a nice gain.
The defense all over that, met him in the backfield, stopped in his tracks, and it sets up 4th down. And this one is blocked.
In this situation, Mike, every coach on the sideline is yelling, watch the ball, watch the ball. So this is a gutsy move defensively to sell out and go for that block. Remember, if he times this jump wrong, that's a 1st down.
So now the Jets offense ready to take over once more. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, no chance to get rid of that one. Under a heavy rush, he goes down.
This offense came into this drive hoping to extend their narrow lead, Mike, but it's... After 1st down, they find themselves in 2nd and forever following that big sack right out of the gate.
He'll look to throw. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete. The pass intended for Xavier Legette. And it's going to be 3rd down. Now, faking the give. And that is incomplete.
Idea of the play. Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion.
So, here comes the KC offense set to take over once more. They'll have a long field ahead of them as they start 1st and 10. Here's Young. Brought in by the tight end, Sam Laporta. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 20. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Here's Young to throw. There's Jefferson. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's 2nd and 6. Now Young. He'll go right back to Jefferson. They connect again. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield.
It's a gain of 25
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in, balls on time, results in a nice first down pickup.
Nowhere to go. He is taken down. That is Jalen Carter, the Georgia product, barreling in for the sack. On the option, here's Williams. And the defense, good job sticking to their rules. They didn't take their eyes off the running back, who gains nothing. From the gun here on third down, it's Young. That's going to be caught. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's fourth down. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. The Jets offense ready for this next possession. They'll start out first down and 10.
Here we go, sack. Track at 60. Go.
Back to throw here to begin the drive. That's taken in. It's Xavier Legette. 13 yards to start that drive. And a quick first down. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down. On play action, he'll set up to throw. There's a throw right side. It's going to be incomplete. After back-to-back incompletions, they now face third down and 10. Open man, right side. He's got it. That's his first reception of the ballgame, and it really comes at a good time as they get the conversion on third down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. His throw on first down is going to be incomplete.
It's pretty remarkable at this stage, Mike, that they're even winning this game. I mean, anytime a quarterback is completing less than 50% of his throws, you just don't see that very often, and it just seems like time and time again, this quarterback and his intended targets, they're just not on the same page.
Second time they've connected on the drive, and this one goes for 17 yards. 2 minutes remain here in this first half. We'll come back to MetLife Stadium after this. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10.
Here we go.
Back to the air one more time. That's complete to Ramondre Stevenson out of the backfield. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
Brings up second and a yard at the Chiefs' 23-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. He'll find Stevenson out of the backfield. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line. Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work first and 10. To the end zone there, but it is incomplete.
That's one he'd love to have back. An opportunity to score 6 was right there for the taking. Just wasn't quite meant to be.
That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They went for it all on that one and just a little bit off. Ball winds up hitting the ground. They've got to move forward. The opportunities are out there. Better execution, better location, and they got some big plays in their future.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. That is a letdown there. Pass looked to be on target. No catch, and now fourth down. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Jets going to tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Chiefs offense ready to get back at it. They're in a 10-point hole. It's 13-3 as this drive starts with first down. Oh, what a throw. Slinging it across his body and complete. Now the Chiefs going to call the first of their timeouts. Clock stops with a little under a minute to go in this second quarter. Throwing on second down, Young. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. Now KC going to use the second of their timeouts. They get the stoppage with just over 50 seconds to play in this first half. He'll go right back to Laporta. These two got it going on. 19 on that connection and another first down.
A gain of 19 yards. And the first down, Chiefs.
Out of the shotgun, Young. Throw over the middle, caught by London. And they will take him down at the 20-yard line. First and 10. To throw is Young. He's hit as he threw. It goes to the ground, and it's an incomplete pass.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
Pass interference. Defense.
The defense still arguing about that pass interference call, but their focus needs to be a stop. They face first and goal. From the gun, it's Young. To the goal line and in. Jackson, Smith, and Jigba. Touchdown, KC. On is Chase McLaughlin for the extra point. His kick is good. And the Chiefs are back within a field goal. The lead is 3. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. Here comes a return from the 5. And not much doing on this return. Good coverage. They're going to stop him in his tracks right at the 15-yard line. The Jets offense going to get it one final time in this first half. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a first and 10.
70 range, 70 range. Go!
Right away, they'll set up to throw. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete.
Well defended there, and the quarterback's trying to attack this defense outside the numbers. Those really wide angle throws near the sideline sometimes can be very hard to defend, so give a lot of credit to this secondary. They were all on the same page, and the ball falls incomplete.
Back to the air again on second and 10. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. And the offense will take one here. Timeout with 6 left on the second quarter clock. On first and 10, they'll set up to throw. He'll look deep, left sideline. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end. And no rest for the weary. Let's get right back to it. Quarter number 3 set to begin. Three points, all that separates these two sides, as half number 2 kicks off. This one taken at the 7. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. The Jets offense going to have the first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. They're going to start this drive on the ground. It's Hall. And nothing cooking on that one. He'll be met and tackled behind the line of scrimmage. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. That's taken in. What a catch by Neighbors. A gain of 16 on that pass play. And the Jets have a first down.
These comebacks, they require a lot of trust and timing from everybody involved. If the quarterback's a little too early, the receiver's not out of his break. But if the quarterback's a little too late, that's when disaster can strike. So give credit. Really well timed. Really nice job by both guys.
They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Give up the middle with Hall. And he's going to get him a first down here across midfield and down to the 45.
I think this 2nd down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short. But there's no need for 3rd down. He was able to get enough on 2nd, and they get a fresh set of downs.
Oh, he's got a man running with them, and they connect. 2 times they've connected on this drive now. This one for 21 yards and a first down. Back to throw. Off he goes. Oh, the ball is out. And fortunately, this is going to get out of bounds, so possession does not change hands. Here's 2nd and 2. He'll look to throw. He'll find Hall out of the backfield. And he will score. Reese Hall. Touchdown, New York. 2 touchdowns for him in the game. And 60 on the year.
You can just see the comfort, Mike, that this offense continues to play with. The early momentum in the first half has carried here after the break, and you can see this group just slowly starting to pull away.
And I'm thinking, Greg, about the guys on the other side. You're waiting at halftime, that other offense waiting to get back on the field. What happens? They come right out, extend the lead, and now the task gets a lot tougher for this 2nd half.
I don't mind the play call, but something you have to keep in mind, Mike, is when you decide to pass this close to the goal line, all of the space is the width of the field. There's not a lot of depth to the field. So that's why the timing, the anticipation, the accuracy of the quarterback, it all has to be on point. It wasn't on that last play, and that's why it ultimately failed.
He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense headed back to take over once more. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. They'll start this on the ground. It's Williams. That one never got started. Too much defensive pressure. They dropped him in the backfield. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. They'll go again with Williams. Past the 45. Down the sideline to the 20. And he is gone. 76 yards. Touchdown, Kansas City. McLaughlin, good on the extra point. And the Chiefs will cut it to a 2-point lead. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. A safe kick taken at the 5. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Jets offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he has been in control of this offense. Want to run you through some of the action from earlier on. You've got the 2 touchdown passes, over 200 passing yards. He has been excellent all game long. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. They'll look to throw. Quick slant looked in by Neighbors. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield.
Well, he had such a great first half throwing the football. There's no reason to think, Mike, coming out here for the start of the third, that anything's going to change. He's picked up right where he left off, and the numbers are indicative of just how well he's played.
Okay, ready? Set.
To the air now on 1st and 10. He'll get this one to his safety valve. Complete. He's close to a first down. To gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down. A good spot here. 2nd and a yard.
Let's go.
Now faking the give. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete. 3rd and a yard.
The coverage by Charvarius Ward.
19 tight. 19 tight. Ready?
He'll drop to throw. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
And the Jets, first down. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Now they'll set up to throw. First down throw there is incomplete.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Go.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. He's got it at the 7. And he's in. Xavier Legette. Touchdown, New York.
This is just backbreaking here. If you're the defense, you feel like you're in a really good spot. It's 3rd and pass. You understand what the offense likely has to do to convert the first down. They just don't do a great job of covering the receivers. And at the same point, let's give a lot of credit. Nice job by the quarterback working through his progression, getting to the right choice, and it pays off for a touchdown.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line. The Chiefs offense and Javonte Williams getting set for this next possession. They trail here by a couple of scores. The margin is 9 as this drive starts with first down. In motion, it's Jefferson. Young to throw on first down. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up 2nd down. Williams gets it on the draw. Maybe a couple there. It's 3rd down. On play action, Young. And that is incomplete. Drake London was the intended receiver there. And that's going to lead to a 4th down. The home team's offense and Xavier Legette heading back onto the field. The cushion is 9 as they begin this drive with 1st and 10. to throw here to begin the drop. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 21-yard line.
Throwing now from the gun. This one complete. It's pulled in by Claypool. And he's got this up close to the 35-yard line.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the first down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can drop all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop.
Terrific day throwing the ball, and the numbers now show it over 300 yards passing in this one. So, 3 quarters now in the books. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. They'll run. This is Hall. And he'll get about 5.
Let's go.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
They're going to motion the tight end over here. On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for 3rd down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation, and for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack.
Here we go, here we go.
Tight end going in motion here. That's taken in, and he's going to have a Jets 1st down. It's a gain of 12 facing 4th down.
Well, Mike, sometimes we try to make NFL football a lot harder than it is. When you have a reliable target like this, and he just continues to get open and you realize the defense simply can't cover him, there's no reason to look anywhere else. Not only has he put together a tremendous game statistically, but he's just been flat out dominant.
They send the tight end in motion. They'll look to throw again. They'll set up the screen to Hall, and that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. Here's 2nd and 3 to go.
Set. Go.
Here's Hall from the pistol. And he tries to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not happen here. I think he's going to lose a yard.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up 3rd and
They'll throw here on 3rd and short. He's going to pick up the 1st down and more. And he won't quite make it to the pylon, but he's out of bounds right around the 1-yard line.
good for a Jets. 1st down and goal to go
They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. They'll try to run it with Hall. And he's into the end zone yet again. Reese Hall. Touchdown, Jets. Touchdown number 17 for him on the year. And his third of this game. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
They'll run out of the gun, and it's Stevenson. And he will get into the end zone, and that bumps this up to a 3-score lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's a touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. Young to throw on 1st and 10. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down. On 2nd down, Young. That'll be caught by the running back, Williams. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. And this one's going to be intercepted. It's L'Jarius Sneed. And he's going to be out of bounds, but he has his offense set up in great field position inside the red zone.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But, boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete. Malik Neighbors, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
So instead of celebrating a touchdown, he's just heading back to his huddle trying to keep his head up as everyone kind of looks at him sideways. If that ball hits your hands at this level, you've just got to make the catch. That's what your quarterback's counting on. That's what your teammates are counting on. Frankly, that's what this entire stadium is counting on.
To the end zone there, but it is incomplete.
I think he just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage. We see quarterbacks do that all the time, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot. That was a perfectly timed hit, and I think it actually saved 6 points, Mike. He got there just as the ball did, and I think it was the contact that separated him from the ball.
Got his man at the 6. And he's going to have the Jets first down on a big play there. A gain of 14 on 4th and 10. Back to the air one more time. That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Doesn't get much better than that. Had he gotten there just a little bit earlier, he probably draws the flag a little late, and it's probably a touchdown.
That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete. Good job so far by the defense protecting the short field. Now it's 3rd and goal. And he's got another one. Reese Hall, touchdown, New York. He has come alive after the break. His 3rd touchdown of the 2nd half. So the turnover turns into a quick touchdown, and Greg, that's exactly how you want your offense to take care of business.
Anytime your defense can create those sudden change situations, Mike, absolutely, you have to take advantage of it. 1 second, you're sitting on the bench, going over your next drive. All of a sudden, after that turnover, you've got to be able to get out on the field and go. Take advantage of the short field, and results in a nice touchdown.
On the return, it is Trey Tucker. And the kicking team right there, stopping him before he can get to the 15-yard line. The visitors' offense back onto the field for their next possession. Things not looking good. But see if they get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with first down. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. Now Young. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
The tight end, Sam Laporta, the intended receiver. And now it's 4th down. They'll go. Young. That's complete. He's got it to London. And he's going to have the Chiefs' first down. They find a way to convert on 4th and 10. Out of the shotgun, Young. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Young. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down. Now Young. Right side, it's Laporta, the tight end. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down marker. Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. Oh, after the catch, he's hit, and the ball is out. And the defense has it.
This one's going to be tough to stomach. I mean, all he has to do is just hold on to the ball, and they've got a fresh set of downs. He was past the yard to gain, but unfortunately, even though they gave up the first down initially, the defense was determined to get off the field one way or another, and they found a way to do just that.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to air this one out, and this will be incomplete.
I think this defense is wondering where some of these missed throws were earlier in the game. I mean, for a while, it seemed like everything the offense did hit, and after that last incomplete pass, although this game's all but over, this defense will certainly take it. How often do we see teams kind of nurse these big leads, Mike, especially as the game unfolds? They turn to the ground game. They try to slow everything down. Well, not this offense. They refuse to take their foot off the gas. They're still mining for explosive plays, and frankly, with the way today's gone, I don't blame them.
Dobbs. He'll try to run for it.
That's a really good effort on 3rd down, just trying to make something happen. He did well to get what he got, but it's not enough for a first.
The offense not coming off the field, and here's 4th down.
Trap 60, trap 60.
They'll look to throw. He's got a receiver. It's Claypool. And he's going to have a Jets first down as this defense can't come up with the play they need. They surrender a gain of 17 on 4th down. He's going to take a shot down the field. That is knocked away. Incomplete. Good coverage there defensively all over him. And it'll be 2nd down.
Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender, and you're just saying box him out and go up for an offensive rebound and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but if they continue to get that matchup, this quarterback's not going to shy away from giving his big tight end a shot.
So, after 2 straight incompletions, here's 3rd and 10. He'll drop to throw. That'll be incomplete. And now we are down to likely just one more play.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
He's going to let this one go deep. And the final throw of the game winds up incomplete. And that will do it. This one comes to an end. So this one in the win column for the Jets. It was a game played in a driving rainstorm, but they would not let the field or the conditions deter them in any way. They're going to come away from here with a well-earned victory. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olsen and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. It's a win for the Jets as we say goodbye from MetLife Stadium.